us to do the right thing, and that is to elect Kamala Harris as the next president of the United States of America.
Our next guest was a major advocate for President Biden's re-election. On Tuesday, he delivered the final delegates of the convention to his fellow Californian Vice President Kamala Harris. Let's welcome California Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom.
Good to be with you. That's a hell of a few weeks, those two clips.
That's an evolution. You were one of the last high-profile defenders.
Yeah.
You stuck in there.
That's how I was raised. You don't turn your back on someone who's had our back, and you go home, as my dad used to say, with the one who brought you to the dance. So I believe in the character and decency of Joe Biden and his administration, so I was proud to do that.
You know, you're one of the up-and-coming stars. You're already a star in the Democratic Party. Why are you not speaking at this convention?
I spoke on the floor. It's what I was asked to do, and I'm doing everything I'm being asked to do, and you'll see me plenty out on the campaign trail for both the president and with the vice president himself.
There's a lot of feeling of enthusiasm coming, every night. It's, the people in this hall are fired up. But taking this to the campaign trail, if you look at the latest polls, the direction of the country, right direction 25.3%, wrong track 64.8%. Why? Why is it on the wrong
Man, we've been polarized and traumatized. The last 3.5 years have been difficult. The last 5, 6, 7 years.
That's a Biden-Harris administration.
The Trump administration, COVID. I mean, the challenges
against an incumbent that is a Biden-Harris.
We had 14.8% unemployment in April of 2020. We lost 154,000 manufacturing jobs during the Trump years. We're just coming out of this recession. We're finally taming inflation. We're finally.
You hear what you're saying. You're erasing the last 3.5 years.
No, I'm saying I think it's more directional. I think it's been a challenging time for this country for many, many years, even before Biden and Harris were elected.
And they couldn't get it done to change the tide.
My God, I mean, we're the envy of the world. Don't take my word for it, Wall Street Journal, in terms of economic growth.
But we're not the envy of the domestic wrong track, right track.
I know. Same time, we're seeing record number of jobs, 11 times more jobs created by the Biden-Harris administration, even with the adjustment today of 818,000 jobs.
Which is a little weird, don't you think?
That means 14.9 million jobs since they got into office. That is, Bret, 11 times more than the last 3 Republican administrations combined. The lowest black unemployment, Hispanic unemployment, the lowest unemployment for women in our lifetime, an American manufacturing policy, an industrial policy that's worker-centered, that's advantaging red and rural districts of this country more than it is even blue.
And I appreciate all those stats, but what I'm saying is that when I listen to these speeches, it sounds like you're running against the incumbent Donald Trump. But it's not the incumbent Donald Trump. It is Biden-Harris in the White House.
Yeah, but right now you feel the fresh air of progress. You just do. You can't deny that. And there's a stale air of normalcy, a stale air of the past represented in Donald Trump. And I mean this sincerely. I know this tough audience that's going to take it from me. He's derivative of himself. He's less interesting. I'm less interested. He's not as entertaining. He seems way off his game. For some time now, ever since his convention speech, something just seems off.
Okay, but for the people that say he gets it done, and it's not hope and change and touchy-feely stuff, it is substance and policy, what do you say to them? There's some people that think there should be more meat on the bone on this policy. If you go to the Harris website, there is no policy listed on the website.
Well, I'm happy to compare and contrast policies coming from the Trump campaign that have the form and substance of fog. This is a convention. This is about why and what. Karl Rove said it best today in an op-ed he wrote, says there's plenty of time for policy details. It's the Biden-Harris administration as it relates to the IRA and the CHIPS and Science Act, as it relates to policies to bring down the cost of prescription drugs, all extraordinarily popular programs with the American people. We have seeded tremendous amount of economic opportunity across this country, and she has the opportunity tonight to turn the page on the past, to your point, legitimate point, and talk about a compelling future where everyone feels included.
What about her past? When she ran in 2019 for president, she had a lot of policy, specific policy ideas that now we only have paper statements that they are saying that's completely different. Banning fracking, where she is on Medicare for all, immigration, all of these things are a 180. Is she going to explain that to us tonight?
Well, she's been part of the Biden-Harris administration. She's been in office
Exactly, for the last three and a half
years. So she has a record of accomplishments that I'll put up. I mean, come on, compare the accomplishments of this administration on infrastructure to the 4 years of the Trump administration.
But Governor, who is
compare and contrast.
If you were running for president, wouldn't you say what you were for specifically? And if it differed dramatically from where you were just a few years ago, you would explain to people why you changed.
And she's been our nominee for how many minutes?
30 days.
Okay.
But how about an interview? One interview.
How about getting through the convention? How about having the former roll call event with the 482 votes that we put her over the top from the state of California? How about a little grace under the circumstances of this remarkable moment in U.S. history? And let's have a real conversation. You want an economic policy to compare and contrast? We know what Trump's is. A 10% tax on the American people on $3.1 trillion of goods, a 60% tax.
Okay, you're talking about tariffs. He hasn't laid down an all across the board tariff. He hasn't done that yet, and that's not true. Here we go. Kamala Harris from California. I want to go down that road because you know her. She backed the Freedom Fund that put murderers, rapists back on the street, still up and running. Harris promoted the bail fund in June 2020 that helped Black Lives Matter rioters out of jail, but only a fraction of the more than 41 million actually went to freeing rioters. That's from Minneapolis. Then she also did Prop 507 in California, which is coming under a lot of criticism.
Which is 507? I know a lot of propositions. I've never heard of 507.
The writing of how the prosecution for small crimes.
Oh, Prop 47.
47, I'm sorry.
Yeah, which is, by the way, the 10th toughest threshold in the United States of America, meaning you can steal up to $950 of goods and it will be charged as a misdemeanor. You can steal $2,500 in the state of Texas. Why you're not focusing on those other 40 states is beyond me. 10th toughest felony threshold in the United States of America.
That's a fact. That she was a tough prosecutor in California is going to
You remember her primary for president? She was attacked from the left for being too tough, for being prosecutor, for having a prosecutorial mindset. So look, I mean, all these things, this is all fair game. But at the end of the day, she's got a record of accomplishments as being part of the Biden-Harris administration. We've seen inflation tamed down to 2.9%. No one's denying the inflation scars. No one's denying what's happened around the world, with a few exceptions around the globe as it relates to the impacts of COVID in supply chains, a war in Ukraine, and the impacts that's had on the global economy. But no country has done better, and no investments have been made comparable anywhere in the world as profound and meaningful as the industrial policies that have been seeded by the Biden-Harris administration.
This theme of this convention, a lot of it is about freedom. You have criticism of Governor Tim Walz and how he handled COVID-19. Obviously, you took criticism about how you handled COVID-19, that there was a real crackdown on people's businesses and how they dealt with things. How do you say that that was freedom?
Well, I mean, in health, wealth, and education, states like California outperform states like Florida. They lay claim to be freedom states, even though they're banning books, banning speech in the boardroom, in the classroom, banning women's rights, the right to choose. I mean, you want to compare and contrast, pretty easy. We believe in bodily autonomy. We believe in the freedom to love, freedom to go to school without fear of being gunned down. We care more about our children than the National Rifle Association. I'll take this debate head on any day of the week on freedom. And don't forget, I was doing ads a couple years ago on this saying, how in the hell are we losing the debate on freedom? And with respect, during COVID, Donald Trump himself was out there promoting a lot of these policies, supporting this policy. I don't think that. I know that because I was working.
He was not supporting going after people and having neighbors snitch on neighbors.
No one that wasn't about. But as it relates to the concerns
Walz's case, it was. All right, I'm going to leave you with this. The Republicans are going to focus on immigration. You know this, immigration and the border.
Yes, sir.
San Diego becomes the latest hotspot in the border crisis. The percent of change increase in California. It's dropping in the Texas sectors. It's up in San Diego of illegal immigrants. The flow of illegal immigrants, how many have come over under this administration, Biden-Harris. It is a major, major issue for a lot of America.
Well, it's a major issue for me as we had a chance to do something substantive by adding 1,500 new border agents, 4,300 new asylum officers, 100 new judges, $650 million for the border wall, and Donald Trump killed it because he wanted it as a campaign issue. He wanted to demagogue it. I don't disagree with you. I'm the border state governor with the largest land port in the Western Hemisphere. I was just down there again last week in cartel tunnels, not not just above, around the walls. I put 394 National Guard men and women on the border to address the issue of
Why is it not working?
It has been working.
It's
California,
clearly not.
You guys haven't been running screaming headlines most of the last 4 years. California has done our best to put a lid on this, but it's a federal responsibility, a federal framework. And since the executive order, border crossings are down below where they were during the Trump administration. I hope someone here would give a little grace to the accomplishments of the Biden administration and the EO.
We've done that. We've talked about the lowering numbers, but if you look at where they were 3 years ago, it's still up significantly.
Yeah, and under Trump it was higher than under the Obama administration.
And we appreciate you coming on and taking tough questions. Is there any little part of you that wants to be on that stage tonight accepting this nomination?
No, there's
just a little bit.
No.
Just a little bit.
No, I don't need the stress in my life. I like my kids. I like spending time with them. I was able to bring them to school, first day of school on Monday. That's the joy that I'm experiencing, not just the joy that's expressed in the convention. I'll be in the front row. You'll see me applauding. A friend of almost 30 years. We knew each other before we were both in politics. It's a point of deep pride, and what an honor it is to be here as governor, representing a great state, despite all our challenges. And it's an honor to be here with you as the music.
They started the orchestra, Governor.
Settles in.
That's like the Oscars. We got to wrap it up.
Unbelievable fourth night.
Governor, we appreciate you coming in. Thank you very much. All right, up next, we get to know 3 delegates from 3 different states on different issues motivating them.